Hello everyone, welcome back to my blog. Today, the topic that I'm going to take forward is Pareto Principle. So, you might have heard a lot about Pareto Principle. It's little confusing for some people to understand, but this is something which is very crucial because when you try to understand from the issues or the defects that you have in your software, you you analyze what is it that you need to actually take care of in context to the priority of your issues, which you need to take first for the fixing of any bugs. So Pareto principle, it's basically it was founded in 1906 by Wilfredo Pareto, when he actually realized that uh, 80% of the um, what you say the economy or the money of the world, it was actually taken by 20% of the people. So means, if 20% of the people are actually the people who are having 80% of money, so it's the thumb rule. So that is when he realized that if we actually want to if we are trying to take this rule in any of the field, it holds correct. Means, for example, if I say, if you try to see it in the software perspective, whenever you have issues in your software and you are trying to figure out that which stage or which phase led to the issues, you will definitely realize that there is always a thumb rule which is correct in that scenario also. So what is happening is that 80% of outcomes that you have in your project, they are because of 20% of the causes. So if you target 20% of the causes, then 80% of your issues will be definitely handled on their own. So we have to focus on those 20% to make the project more successful in itself. So, and why we are supposed to do it is because that ways we will make it more correct. And to show it in a better way to you, I will try to show you in Excel, and I can then well explain you about this chart here. So let me show you in Excel first. Yeah, so I hope you can see my screen. So if you see here, I'm having my requirements. So I say that the issues that are caused by requirements, the frequency is 48. So, and validation issues that we are not validating everything once it's done is 40%. Design issues are 25%, development issues are 11%. So when I'm checking the cumulative frequency of it, cumulative frequency is same as the frequency which is in context to the every segment that we are looking into. So cumulative frequency, this is 48%. So when we talk about the cumulative frequency, when we reach at this level, is it becomes 48 plus 40. Means 48 is what we had existing, plus 40 is what we have for the validation. So the cumulative frequency now becomes 88%. So next, till the design issues, it becomes 113, which is 88 plus 25, and then it becomes 124. So the total cumulative frequency is 124. And cumulative frequency percentage is basically what is the frequency of that specific, and that is by um, this, the total frequency that we have. So we are, when we are checking it, if you see, I've done dollar here. So dollar is that we are fixing the value for all the, this rule is going to be applied in all the rows that we are going to use. So we are actually fixing the value that for all the rows that we are checking, the on the basis of the value that is going, that we are going to calculate the cumulative percentage, that would be fixed, and that is 124. So cumulative frequency of each one of them is like 38%, 71, 91, and respectively 100% is the total. So when you see at the Pareto chart, it shows you that these are your defects in context to your requirements, and this is your cumulative frequency. So if you want, I can just show you quickly as to how you can make it. I have the same example here. Now if you want to just create a Pareto out of this, which you are supposed to create in your projects and you are supposed to attach it in your documentations, so how we are going to do is, first, for example, we'll take this let's take this 2D chart. Let me drag it. It should not overlap with what you have existingly. So to select the data, we need to first make the selection. So the data we will select is what are the defects and what is the frequency. That is the main thing that we are supposed to see. And what is the percentage, so that is cumulative frequency. So when I click this, you are doing this comma separated by a different, when you are selecting a different column, so it would be comma separated. These two were together, so I did select them by together on my own. So I will do this. Okay, so this is what you have. So now if I try to okay, so what I can do is I can change the series type, and if I try to change it something like maybe this. So you see, you can see here, this is the cumulative frequency in context to these issues. So these are the issues which are 320 issues, and for them the cumulative frequency is 71%. So actually what we see here, I can simply add uh, the labels to it, so that it's, you simply add. So you see, I have added the labels here. Let me add the labels for the cumulative frequency percentage also. Let me add that. So you see here it's 71%, so almost nearing 80%. So your requirements is only causing 80% of issues. So that is something I will broaden it more so that it's more clear to you. So if you see here, this is just a context I'm showing you, that your, if you are targeting these issues, then you are actually going to cover 80% of your issues, and the remaining issues that would be left is only this much. And these are the only issues that would be left, because 80% issues are almost targeted by just doing the requirements. And for, and so the focus should be majorly on the, on this set of issues. So that is one way of making. That's a very quick way I've showed you, so that you can actually make it. You have many ways you can design this chart. You can use maybe many another kind of chart types that you want. um, there are so many another kind of charts that you can have. You can select any one depending upon what is it you want to make it more nicer and more appealing. It all depends upon you, but the message that will be conveyed is that you can actually figure out that what you need to target to actually fix the bugs on your site. This is one way, and another way that I have already made is this. I have here, I've made it as a line so that it's more clear to you. And here if you see that your requirements and your this thing, they are actually taking up the 80% of your um, outcomes are because of these issues. So if I go back to my sheet, so if you see here, so I am here basically showing you that if you are targeting here, I will take some amount of these validation issues as well. If you are taking these two, then 80% of your things are sorted, and these are just and you will be left with just um, lesser things to focus on. Maybe 20% is just left and 80% you have dealt with. So this is done in the projects so that you can analyze that what is it that you need to take first. Like I told you, in sprints we have the product backlog, or that is in context to the new project that we have. And when you have for your issues in production, or some any kind of issues which comes up in UAT. If you want to actually figure out that what is actually causing the major issues, so you can make something like this Pareto, and it follows the Pareto principle, or it's a thumb rule. And it's a very key thing if you really need to figure out and resolve the issues at the earliest, and something which is surely expected from a business analyst once he's part of interview or he's part of the organization. So that's all about Pareto principle. If you have any issue, please do write to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.